Hello, hello. Welcome back to episode 15 of Super Duper Wetland. Hello, YouTube, and hello, Twitch. How is everyone tonight? Let me set up my windows here. Hey, Chewy, what's up? Thank you for joining me on Twitch. How are you, Chewy? I hope you had a great stream earlier today. Hey, Jim, what's going on? Hello, hello. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Thank you to Victor and Mr. Tuino, I think Tuino, on that followed on Twitch while I was offline. Thank you. Hey, Tim, what's up? Thank you for joining. How is everyone tonight? Hopefully you guys had a great weekend. We'll play for a couple hours today, maybe probably 2.5, maybe two and a half. I'm still organizing some parts of the base, but I'll show you. I did a couple cycles off stream, actually cycle 600. Oh, by the way, everyone, if you're joining the stream or if you're here on the VOD, we hit 4,000 subscribers on the channel today. So thank you to everyone who might be watching this or who is in the live chat right now. Thank you so much for all of your support. I never thought I would hit 4,000 subs in like less than a year of having a channel. So that is so cool. Super glad that you guys are enjoying the content and just being here hanging out. So thank you. How is everyone tonight? Let me know in the chat what you're up to, if you're playing or just going to be lurking, whatever the case, and I'll kind of explain what I've done and what I plan to do. So I think first we should start off with some blueprints. We have quite a few blueprints. There's 7 of them. Okay, the Candid Satsuma, I think. Okay, PhD dress. Nice, that's a cool one. Chewy says lurk. Appreciate it, Chewy. Enjoy your lurk. Puzzle cube bed. That's pretty cool. I like that one. Socks. Oh, you have a headache? I'm sorry to hear that, Chewy. I am sorry to hear that. Well, I hope that you feel better shortly. It sucks having a headache. Oh, nice. The blue glitter Atmo suit. Going to rest? No worries. Hope that you recover from your headache and you have a great rest of your day or night. I like the puzzle bed. I like the puzzle bed too. I think we'll make a couple puzzle beds in when we make some more bedrooms. So I kind of just fixed some of the automation off stream because I usually find that to be really tedious and boring. So I just did a couple cycles of moving things over. I'm probably going to make another room here, but this one will be for the Drecos. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I set up my automation notifiers just in case we have a sudden dip in critters. Right now there's 9, 1, and well, actually the 1 is here because I'm trying to transition to stone hatches. So a little bit low on that side. This one is full of stone hatches, and now I have an igneous rock delivery mechanism here, which my duplicants will be loading the igneous rock to this conveyor loader, and then it will be headed into these receptacles. And then at a certain point when I switch over to exclusively stone hatches, I'll turn off the allow manual use from the critter feeder. So my duplicants only have to deliver to here, and after a certain point, we'll also automate that to get the igneous rock directly from the volcano. That's kind of the plan that I have in mind. But, at least for the time being, my duplicants gives them a little bit of time, and they don't have to be on call for the critter feeder, rather, and the auto sweepers can take care of the rest. So that's kind of my intention here. Hopefully that works out. And I made some adjustments to the Paku farm. I just kind of tweaked the layout a little bit because I overlapped the layout from Super Duper Dreamland over and over. So there was a lot of stuff going on. So this is how it should work. I haven't started it up yet, so we have an overpopulation of Pakus currently. But the way it should work is the auto sweeper will pick up everything except for the eggs that drop onto here. This is our replenishment little chamber. Basically, how it works is pretty standard for, I think, any Paku farm. We're just trying to limit the amount of Pakus that can be in here while constantly replenishing the Pakus themselves, so they don't go extinct. And we have to feed them. So let's put the blossom seeds in here because I moved that over. Not sure if I like the placement of that, but whatever. Okay, we also have blossom seeds down here because I destroyed that and it all fell. Okay, so the automation and shipping sort of works like this. Everything gets sent into here. Then I'm sorting for 3 different things. I'm sorting for Pacu eggs, sorting for eggshells, and sorting for polluter dirt. Right now, the polluter dirt and eggshells are going to the same place, but that's just so we can get things rolling. Probably should mop this up so we don't lose another bionic duplicate. And yes, this episode is Rip Gizmo. We are moving forward without Gizmo. Gizmo did not make smart decisions and unfortunately is no longer with us. Go ahead and mop all this up too. Well, let's see who we got from the printing pod. Okay, so I have a mod installed, which I forgot to disable evidently, that I'm making a video on. So I'm not going to use any of this stuff. This is called DSM. It's duplicate modifications. Basically, you can re-roll. It's pretty cool. I'll do a re-roll just to kind of show you guys. You can basically pick whatever you want and edit this duplicate. So I'm featuring that in an upcoming video, and I just forgot to install it, but we won't be using that. So I'm going to take the swamp shards. Okay, so let's back to this thing. All right, so I'm looking for trying to get a count of eggs in here. If there is more than 1 egg, it's going to send a red signal to this AND gate. And if the count is less than 6, it's going to, or if it's 6 or more, it's also going to send a red signal. So both of these conditions have to be true to get a green signal out of it. And if there's no egg in here and the count is less than 6, we'll get a green signal onto the secondary AND gate. And then when a Pacu passes the automation, so everything gets picked up by here. When the Pacu egg passes this filter, if both conditions are true above, and it sees a Pacu egg, it will divert that Pacu egg into the replenishment chamber. Pretty easy system. So it's prone to failure. I mean, I've had issues before where I had to tweak it a little bit in order to get it right. I guess I can start putting everything in here now. So I'm gonna keep an eye on it, make sure that my Pacus stay nice and full. Right now we have a little bit too many Pacus, so we'll probably have to do an early how do you say it, like evolution of a Pacu. And of course all these are supposed to be going into my kitchen, which I'm going to be redesigning. Kitchen's going to be right here, but for the time being it's being dropped there. So again, we're just gonna have a lot of garbage kind of all over, but yeah, that's just gonna be a consequence of moving stuff around. Uther says, try to stay warm, everyone. Thanks for the stream. You are very welcome, Uther. And yeah, it's really, really cold depending on where you are right now. And I know the US is getting a huge snowstorm that a lot of the states would not be usually prepared for. So I hope that everyone is staying safe and staying warm. And yeah, it's not good when stuff like that happens. So hopefully everyone stays good. Oh, thank you for the super sticker, Lily Luna. Thumbs up. I think that's the AI trying to, I don't know. Let me check my thing what that actually says. If my oh, it's just it's a thumbs up. So my text was trying to describe what that was. So thank you so much for the $3 super sticker. A thumbs up. It says a thumbs up hand gesture with words top on my screen here. If I use my phone, I can see it a little more clearly. Okay, so let's keep going on some of this, just cleaning out this infrastructure here. What is this, ice? Okay, so yeah, we have a lot of water. I'm trying to get rid of this water too. Hopefully we can get rid of that at some point in this stream. Well, a lot of it is actually being, it's not going as quickly as I had hoped, so I might have to divert some of it. So it continues to go up to the top if it's backed up. Come on. So put a diversion there. Luckily, mine was mostly rain. That's good. Good to hear, Jim. Good to hear. Yes, but definitely stay warm. It is very, very cold. Well, we have the of gold just dropping down there, I guess. That's not a bad. I should make some conveyor rails to take all that to the top as well. Yeah, so I hope the whole idea behind this is just so when it's backed up as it is now, I keep sending it to the top. Instead of sending it to the top and then bringing water back down, I decided to go this route, and it seems to be working for now, but it's just going a little bit too slow. And of course, we have oil going all the way up here into our lubrication station, so our duplicants no longer have to go 10,000 miles to get oiled up, and that should save another incident from happening like Gizmos. Okay, so also we should continue here. This is all going to be... Well, there's not much I can do with this area because it's the printing pod, so sort of have to keep that intact. But yeah, we're gonna put the kitchen right here. And then I think we're going to put the drowning chamber inside of the kitchen. So I think that will make it so that the kitchen can be proper sized. Maybe not. I don't think I can make a big enough drowning chamber. But anyways, it's going to go somewhere right here because it's close proximity to where all the eggs are being produced, and of course the Pacu eggs as well. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. It's the ever ongoing debate of where I want to put things. I think let's start putting these down first and then worry about that after. So let's put some gold. Put the gas range in here as well. I don't think I need a deep fryer just yet. You know what? Usually it's probably better to put the gas range on this side because most of our food will be eventually made from the gas range. I think that is better there. And then we'll put the grill on this side. And then perhaps we'll have the drowning chamber somewhere in this area. Maybe that's a little bit too close to the thing. Let's see how that looks as far as our size for this area goes. 96 is our max for our kitchen. And this is going to be 72 plus, here's 80, 82. Oh. Okay, so this should be less than 96. This should be actually pretty good. So put this here. And then maybe we'll do something like so where we have possibly an access point to our chamber up there. And we'll see how that looks. Now, I do need to get water in here as well. I don't think I'm going to provide any provisions to, let's see, have access in here. I don't think that's really necessary. I'll put that here. Actually, yeah, it's going to be a wall there. I would rather have the wall like that, to be honest. And just move that over one. And then we'll come in from the top, get rid of this thing, and then just start filling it with water. But yeah, we have 86 tiles for a kitchen. We can even extend that if we have to. I think 86 will be more than enough. And it's a little bit compact in this area, but at least the duplicants can come through here whenever they please, which is kind of the most important thing. Okay, for water, I think it'd be kind of cool if we used maybe something other than water, like, I don't know, maybe mercury. It'd be interesting to have something else other than water. That's all. So let me just take a look. Yeah, okay, that should be perfectly fine. We're gonna use mercury for this. Let's get a bottle emptier, delete the micro musher. No, it doesn't have to be obsidian. And then delete the computer as well. All right, now we're gonna have to get some of this mercury for us. A bottle filler or pitcher pump rather. And I don't know how it says. I guess they can access it from there. No, I need full access. We gotta take this out and build some ladders. You seem to be in a hurry. LOL. Are you? Hey, Cabby, what's up, Capybara? I'm sort of in a hurry in the sense that, like in the game, I'm in a hurry that I want to get things done quickly. So the stream is, we have some progress. Sometimes I get too fixated on, on certain things that don't really matter, and then there's not a lot of progress in the stream. Like I thought Friday's stream was, oh no, Wednesday's stream I think was really good in terms of progress. But then I think what was the other? Fridays was a little bit slower progress. So I just want to keep things going. I don't want this playthrough to go on forever. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Eventually, I do want it to end, so we can move on to something. You know, you guys can recommend things that you'd like to see or whatever, and we can move on to something else and start playing another map. Okay, what else? I contemplated opening up this so everything falls down, but the problem with that is I'm trying to, like, everything would just end up back here. I'm trying really hard to not have all this water keep coming down on when I don't want to. when I want to clear this out for a petroleum boiler. Now, actually, having said that, my initial plan for the petroleum boiler here was to. Am I hearing myself? I am hearing myself on my phone. Well, my this is gonna be interesting. My plan for the petroleum boiler, because as you can see, we have no magma here. And I don't think I'm going to have like thermium or whatever to build aqua tuners out of to heat up anything. So my plan was to kind of open up, like I've never done this in a game before. I've done it in sandbox mode, but to suck up magma and have my magma just dripped into the petroleum boiler instead. That way I have my petroleum boiler exactly where I want it, and I don't have to rely on the placement of a volcano. And a plus, like I have all this magma to work with anyway, so that's kind of what I don't know how well that would work though, because I feel like I'd constantly have to be adjusting the location of the liquid pump. So I don't know if that's gonna fully work yet. That was my aspiration, let's say, for this playthrough. Cabby says, I saw one of your earlier streams and it was quite chill. Not that I minded being fast. So I was wondering why you were in a hurry. Well, that's fair. That's a fair question. No, I didn't know I seemed like I was in a hurry. That's all. We're gonna take the copper. But yeah, it's I guess I'm trying to maintain the same speed as I normally would. So it's not really like I don't feel any different in terms of being in a hurry. But oh no, unpermitted food. The cook auto. Why is that? Bristleberry. Well, why don't you guys make some? Oh, because I moved. Is it because I moved all the things over? Oh, because you're not making gristleberry. Ah, okay. All right, so you guys got to keep cooking, and then yeah, I mean you can see pacu filet should be on a cook. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully we can get our barbecues like in a steady situation pretty soon here, because like right now we have at max capacity farms, 9 in each farm, and the happiness is still 4. So everything is going good, but I need to be more on barbecue. Oh no, we have hatches here now. This is not good. Actually, I should be putting the hatches in here temporarily until I can get this. Okay, well, we'll figure it out. Actually, we'll put maybe ladders down here. Then let's keep building the infrastructure for this. So I need meat. to be picked up. It's going to be picked up here, delivered through the conveyor rail here. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to work exactly how I like. Normally, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this ends up working. I usually like to leave access to this point, so I might have to build provisions to get it down here, which would be really, really annoying. I might just keep this floor open in the future here, but yeah. So, anyways, let's redirect all this stuff. I do not want to have. Oh my goodness! I swear I clicked it. I do not want to have all the hatches being born here, and that's super annoying. I'd almost rather have everything just throw it in here, and then I'll take out all the coal and stuff afterwards as well. Let's put a conveyor bridge in there for now. And I don't need this. That can go. Actually, all this can go too if we put this on building. Oh, by the way, Capybara, I don't know if I asked, but how are you doing tonight? And thank you for joining. Appreciate it. But yeah, it's as far as being chill, I'm usually in a hurry until I get severely severely distracted. And as that's not like I just like I like talking to chat, and so it's nothing like I know people have said it before like. I think in a joking way that I'm blaming chat, but no, I just it's always a lot of fun when you guys come in here, and sometimes I just end up getting so far behind, and then I just do a whole bunch of random stuff on stream, and then by the end of the stream I've done like 10 little things but not one big thing. So it's one of those things where I always start off the stream optimistic to get as much done as I can, and then I just end up doing all these little things. I find it to be hilarious, actually. Let's see. Jim says, okay, so, sorry, Capybara says, I might be wrong, but if you directly put it in magma into crude oil, you won't, into crude oil, won't the resultant petroleum eventually get too hot and into sour gas? It's usually very fast. Good, hoping you have. Yes, I'm good. Hoping you have a fun stream. Thank you, Capybara. It's always a fun time. So should be all right today. Unpermitted food again. Well, you guys have to start cooking, bro. Like, where are the cooks at? Is this on max? This cooking station should be. Yeah, it's on max. All right. Well, we'll get this one fired up too. This circuit is going to be way overloaded now, so that's kind of not ideal, but yeah. So what I was intending is to use I think it's like I don't know if it's like glitch or exploity. It might be more on the realm of just like exploity rather than glitchy. But if you put like I said, I haven't done this in other than sandbox mode, but from what I understand, the pump has basically a square around it in which if it detects liquid, it'll start pumping the liquid that is in this general area that you see, the plus, like the plus. I can't point to it with my hand, but like the plus. I'm pointing at my monitor with my hand. And I'm like, no, you guys can't see that. But it sucks up any liquid in that green plus range. If it detects liquid over top of itself, over top of the 4 squares. Oh my goodness. Every time I'm trying to explain a concept, especially if something that I don't understand fully, the duplicates decide it's time to be a little bit annoying. Okay, so let's just stack up some more gristleberry production here. And then probably we can have some. This might suck for our duplicates, but we're gonna have to get some barbecue. Okay, hopefully no one's getting hurt. And then there we go. All right, perfect. So now we do have 2 cooks, so they should be able to work. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, we have more than 1 cook. So there we go. So what I was trying to say is if you have a liquid pump like that, it will suck up the liquid in that star pattern or that plus pattern if there's liquid over top of it, over top of these 4 tiles. So what some people have done in the past, like they'll put it so it's just barely touching the magma, like so, I think, and then you have like liquid draining on top of it from a waterfall, or you can put a dab of liquid on top of it if this is on a floor, and it will just suck up the magma that is below it without overheating. So that's what I understand to be the concept. That's what I wanted to do here for a petroleum boiler. So we'll see if that works. It might not work, and I might have to rely on, like, I'm obviously going to do some more testing with it off stream before I fully commit to it. Before I fully commit to building the petroleum boiler here. Because there's no active volcano here, obviously. I'd have to, I could put it here, which is fine. Just basically redo all this. Not a big deal, but we'll see. It's still a couple episodes away. I'll probably start at next episode, depending on how this one goes. Oh, we should probably disconnect that too. Hey, Charlie, what's up? Thank you for joining the stream. Any tips on how to deal with magma submerged volcano? Rolled 3 of them. Oh, 3 of them on my tiny second asteroid, and they're all in magma. That's tough. So, oh, okay. So you already have. Sorry, something in my eye. So I guess it really depends on what you want to do with that volcano. So if you just want to have a situation like this where you're dumping some water on it, building some steam. Building a steam chamber to use for geothermal, that might be a good way to use it, because if it's submerged already in the magma, such as this, it's basically infinite heat coming from that. Like the thing with geothermal is eventually you suck out all the heat from the magma, and it stops producing power for you. It takes a long time, but that's one of the consequences. So if it's like inside of the submerged in magma, you could just have it exposed just enough so that it doesn't overpressure and keeps producing magma, and then basically have infinite heat. So that's like that. I mean, that's an option, I think. You can also dig down into it if you want, and so let's say if this is the magma or whatever, you can start building tiles into it using the if you build, oh, I meant to click cancel there. If you build tiles like so, or this might not work. If you build tiles like so, let's say this is your magma, the oil, you can start building into the magma using, it's kind of like, I guess maybe an exploit where your duplicants can build this square, even if they don't have direct access to it. They can always build through these two tiles. So these would be obviously metal or steel tiles or whatever. And then you can keep building into it like so. Keep pushing it back, then you would deconstruct these two, and then you can keep building into the magma until you build roughly whatever chamber that you want. Your duplicants can have access to it. But Rick, it's a little bit tedious. That's how I've learned to do it, but that will allow you to get access into magma volcano. Jim says every design like that I've seen use a mechanical filter with like supercoolant or something to drip it back down. Yeah, something like that, Jim, is what I was. But I'm not sure if it's gonna work. That's just my aspirational goal. I think that would be a cool thing. Now, something else I have to be sort of wary of is oh, there's slime here. That's gonna be annoying. Let's see here. We still have a lot of eggs in here. I wonder if I should drown my pacus. I could put it in or like cook them, I mean. I could put it in very hot water. Or can they survive, actually, in mercury? Or do they need water? So they cannot survive in mercury. So I could actually put them in here, I think. Now let's see what happens if I take a poor little pacu. Like this guy, and I relocate them into here. It's a experiment. Hey, William, what's up? Thanks for joining. William says to Charlie should be fun. Just melt lava with nuclear waste. Yeah, I got that, but I won't be mixing magma and petroleum. Yeah, so a petroleum boiler it would be a self-contained, and it would completely separate the magma. Like, think of the boiler that if you watch Super Duper Dreamland. Let's see here. Where's my petroleum boiler? If you watch Super Duper Dreamland, this is the petroleum boiler that I used, and the magma chamber is okay. If I put it here, it's like right where the gold volcano is. So I would be, and above it, kind of hard to see, but it's essentially, if I put it over the gold volcano, that's where the magma would come from. So in that big void at the top. So that would just be replaced. Instead of having a volcano there, it would just be replaced with magma coming in from a liquid pump. Nuclear waste is the fastest way to move lava, says William. I've never tried that. I think I got the geodes from a volcanic activity trait. I might just stick to some diamond tiles and steam turbine. And then William posted a short. I will copy that and take a look. You're 99% sure Paku can survive any liquid. You would be right. So, yeah, I guess it does. Any liquid such as, that was a critical part of this information. It can survive in any liquid such as water or polluted water. I just literally read it as, oh, thank you for the barbecue. That's exactly what I needed. That is exactly what I needed. Anyways, they can go in here for now, and then we'll just continue building the shipping for it. The shipping, since we're gonna have, yeah, this is our new cooking area. We'll just drop everything here for now, I think. Like so. See if we have power on these guys. Yes, we do. Obviously, we'll connect this. Now, I mean, besides a couple fridges to plop down. And of course, some automation at some point. Someone's trapped there already, huh? Meep is trapped. Where? Meep is trapped? Oh, okay, that's easy to fix. I was like, no, they're not. They haven't gone anywhere. You know what? Let's go ahead and build these out of the cool neutronomium with granite. And then go like that. I've had them in petroleum pools before, says Jim. Are you also going to deep freeze your food? Yes, I am, Capybara. As soon as I get more food than I know what to do with, I'm definitely going to be freezing my food. For now, it's just hanging out in these because actually I don't even need 2 fridges. It's kind of a waste of power. It's just hanging out there because I don't have any food that my duplicates are able to eat. Like I'm on 5K barbecue. Don't get distracted by the 1.1 million calories of bristle or berry sludge because I'm not eating that. My duplicates are not eating that. So they're exclusively on barbecue right now and gristleberry. Now, it might be important for them to start eating the berry sludge, just in case as I make this transition, right? Because yeah, we'll just copy that. I don't know if I already did, and start deconstructing all this stuff. Also, these guys have to be relocated. The eggs. I should just pick these up. I don't want to. Okay, let's do it like this. This is pretty much full, so we'll take that out, and then we'll put in some automatic dispensers, which I'm pretty sure can have eggs, right? Yes. Put an automatic dispenser here, and then we'll just throw the eggs in. That'll be a lot easier. And then, of course, I'm going to be taking up everything here that is edible Not eggs, though. Eggs are going to stay here. The Sweetle egg is in here, too, which is interesting. And then also whatever else I have in here, like oxalite. I obviously don't want in here. Plastic and coal. And then I might have some, yeah, plastic in here. So we're just kind of moving the dirt around at this point, but it's all right. Let's decide also what color drywall I should be using. I think maybe I'll go with cafe. No, the aquatic. Let's do aquatic. And there should be a... what's missing for the kitchen here? Refrigerator, cooking station, spice grinder, right. Whoops, I can't really put that anywhere right now. Because I have my ladders in the way. Of course, I want some light. So we'll put some cool ceiling lights in. I like that one a lot. Oh, I can't put it there either. So 2, 2, and then 1 in the middle. Dang it, I can't do that either. All right, so we'll do 3, 3. And that should still provide enough light. I wanted to make it more symmetrical, but whatever. It's not that big of a deal. And then the spice grinder goes in here. Okay, so now we have a kitchen. Charlie says, I saw your hatch overflow design. I've been using it for most of my ranches. Appreciate the content. I've added a rail sensor and shut off to sort the egg types. Awesome. That's great to hear, Charlie. Thank you for the wonderful feedback. Yeah, it's a pretty simple. I'm using the same idea here. I like using the vertical hatches, the vertical hatch farms, and I also like having the sorting right above it because I think it makes sense. I think it looks cool. And why do we have a Dreco in here? I had to guess it's because no, there's no Dreco that's supposed to be allowed in here, but let's put him in here, I guess. All right, this one, I think we can put a tile there. I don't want that bubble there. I'll probably get rid of it at some point. All right, so I think this is gonna work. I think we're good. Eggshells as well. Eggshells. And then now we can, put the eggs in here. So stone hatch egg. Let me just catch up with the chat here. But by the way, why is transporting steam so tricky? I used insulated pipes, and even then, it would break and turn into water. So it really depends on what insulated pipe you're using. If you need like an elaboration on that, go check out my video that talks about different materials with insulated pipes. But essentially, not all insulated pipes are created equal. So if we take a look at this insulated pipe made out of sedimentary rock, this is actually probably a horrible insulated pipe because they still have, like you can see that they still have a specific heat capacity and a thermal conductivity that's like more than 0. So they're always going to, if you're running it in a very cold environment and the steam is going through it, it's still going, the contents in here are still going to get cold over time. It's not so prevalent in this space because it's kind of the same temperature as the oxygen that's being put in here. But if this base was very, very hot, the oxygen that comes in here would be significantly cooler than the oxygen as it gets to this point. And this is especially evident in rocket designs. Like when I was doing the liquid oxygen, liquid hydrogen rockets, even transporting in ceramic insulated piping, it would vaporize and not make the and I wouldn't be able to transfer it. Oh, now they're just doing a loop. And I wouldn't be able to transfer 100% of it. Like some of it would always get slightly vaporized, and then I'd have to fix the pipe. So if you want a foolproof method of transferring steam, really you have to use a better material for insulated tiles. So like ceramic or above. The second option would be to just reduce your distance if possible. Like, so if you're trying to transfer this steam to like way over here, then I mean, pretty much forget it. But what you could also do is make a tunnel, sort of like, I'm gonna pause this so my duplicates don't start building. But if you make a tunnel like this, and like, you know, this is, let's just say this is a very, very long tunnel. Doesn't have to be, by the way, does not have to be insulated tile. I just chose that. If you have a very long tunnel going, like, let's say all the way up to here, and if you vacuum that tunnel out, and it can even be big enough for duplicants to walk in, just to make it more convenient for yourself, right? It doesn't have to be that big. But if you vacuum this tunnel out and you block it with liquid on both sides, so there's no atmosphere that can get in here, then it's a complete vacuum, and there shouldn't be any or very significant influences on what the materials and substances that you're trying to transport. That's probably another thing that you could try. Yeah, so igneous rock is a good one too. Yeah, igneous rock is good for short distances, but after a while it does get. Like, I wish I had a better example here to show you, but I mean, I'm not using a lot of insulated piping at the moment. Okay, maybe the oil would be, I think, okay, maybe the oil might be okay. Let's see here. So at the very, well, it's a little bit varies, right? Because I think it depends on where the oil's coming from or whatever. But the oil leaves here at 43 degrees, 50 degrees in the insulated piping, 38 degrees. So it gets a little bit cooler. But you see how it doesn't stay the same temperature as it makes its way through the pipe, right? Because it's so cold here. Like, this is going to impact it slightly compared to how hot it is down here. So, unpermitted food again. All right, so we might have a problem with having... Well, you know what? We have lots of barbecue here. So, let's just do this. Where's my... All right, go to town. Get some barbecue. Well, I'll look away. I gotta delete this because they're just gonna keep putting the eggs in here over and over. Okay, perfect. Okay, just please don't get yourselves hurt. Looks like they're fighting back, but they don't stand a chance against my duplicates. Okay, sorry, I missed a whole bunch of messages here. Thank you all. I get it. Thank you all. Perfect. Happy to help, Cappy. You could probably use a gas valve and set the amount to 1/10 of the amount. Elements can phase change in that amount. Oh, that's a good point too, Kelly. I've never actively used that, but that's been revealed to me through streams before. I forgot all about that technique. No matter what the material, if it sits long enough, it will stayed over time, or the minimum. Keep it moving back into a hot loop. Yeah, that's a good idea too, Jim. Sebastian, what's up? Hey, hello. A new DLC is coming, but they didn't announce it. I heard about that too. I heard about some new DLCs, something that people found in the code maybe, or I forgot exactly how I heard about it. I have so much polluted water here now. But yeah, I'm excited for that. That should be a lot of fun. I absolutely love how much they support this game. Like, it's just makes me very happy. Okay, we're gonna take I guess we can take Chip. I like Chip. Chip is someone who I haven't had before, so let's take Chip. And then of course we're gonna prevent Chip from leaving because I don't need Chip to be actually, I think they already can't leave, right? Because there we go. Yeah, Chip I don't want leaving. And then just to get himself some. Well, I already have it, so they can't leave here. But there we go. And let's see. William says you're overdoing it. Just build insulated pipes inside insulate. Oh, there you go. Okay, yeah, that's a good point too, William. Hey, thank you for the follow, Agent Ma 07. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate it. Yeah, I always forget about that, William, because for some reason it doesn't register that it should be a thing, but obviously it is a thing. So I always forget that exists. All right, so let's see what we got here. We have our Pakus going good. That should provide us with some seafood eventually. Everything is good here. We have everything transferring from these into there. We have 8. This one is still pretty low, but we have a sage hatch. That's kind of forgot about the sage. They gotta be picked up as well. Oh yeah, looks like we have some material stuck in there. I don't know how that happened. It's kind of annoying, but what can you do? Okay, what else? What else is next? My food situation is really grim right now. We have gristleberry barbecue, so it's kind of making its way back. We have a kitchen now, which is really, really nice. Everything is lit up. Okay. And for now, I'll just leave this open. I don't think it matters if I don't open it. Everything goes into there. Perfect. Okay. I got to think about what to build next. So I think the food infrastructure should be mainly on point. Oh, what's going here? What's all this? This is, oh my goodness. This is all the stuff that I had in my water that I pushed over the course of the game. So this is stuff from even the very beginning of the playthrough. All right, well, whatever. We'll just let that pile up for now, for the time being. Sorry, I missed another message. I'm just going back a little bit. I'm kind of behind on the chat here, but the Xnor, I hope I said that right. Welcome to the stream. Will you clean out the polluted oxygen or leave it as is? No, I'll clean it out. I don't like it. I'm very visual. I like things looking neat and cool. Actually, having said that, I should start doing some sweep errands because we have a lot of garbage everywhere. So let's start doing some of that stuff. Even here, let's get all this stuff swept out. Put everything here, and then here too. So just while I catch up with the chat, get all these stuff you put away. We have a hatch egg. The hatch egg can go to here. And then they should both be stone hatch eggs from this point on. So incubate, and then remove this person, and then put a incubation here. There's a new register in SteamDB. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what they come up with. Based on past performance, the new DLC will get announced sometime in February and be out by the end of early April or March. Agent says, hey, hi, Ethan on Twitch. Hello, Agent. Thank you for joining the stream. Appreciate it. And thank you so much for the follow. Jim says they've only ever done one cosmetic pack, so my assumption is that it's a new DLC like Frosty Planet or, yeah, the other packs. I've been watching your whole video for a long time, learned so much from you, but sadly couldn't watch your live. It started after midnight. Sorry, Agent, that the time schedules just don't work out, but I'm really happy that you've been able to watch the live streams and that you've stopped by and say hi. I really, really appreciate it. In time, I hope to start streaming more often and like maybe earlier as well in the day. It's just right now it's just a lot of like basically I have a full-time job, and that gets in the way of of the fun that I want to have playing this game. That's that job thing is kind of annoying. So but I try to squeeze as much time as I can into editing videos, recording, putting out videos, and streaming as possible. So I'm glad that it's been helpful, and thank you so much for the kind words. Sebastian says, I get an idea of the space station instead of a planet. That would be kind of cool. So you could like launch a space station and have it orbit your planet. That'd be kind of cool. Do you have rockets? No. I just started working on rockets, but I want to go straight to petroleum. I mean, I know this is going to be in the way, by the way, but this is where I want my rockets to all be. This is kind of temporary. Having said that, I probably could start moving stuff over, building my space infrastructure just a little bit more while we're just sitting around waiting here. I eventually want to do something like Stringer on his planet. So if you guys don't know, or if you're new to the chat or whatever the case, we do this thing every once in a while where people submit their asteroids to take a look at, and they have a bunch of cool designs. Like, everyone plays the game slightly differently, so it's really interesting to see the different techniques that people use. So anyways, I like the person who submitted their asteroid. Their name is Stringer207 on YouTube, and they did a really cool, clean build at the top here. Now they did use the blast shots to defend against meteors, which I'm not opposed to using. I just really like using the bunker door method. So we'll see what we end up doing. Oh, but I should explain. I just like how they don't have all bunker tiles. It's there's a large portions of it that is just like mafic rock or whatever, and then they have like a silo. I think it just looks really elegant and different. So I'm gonna try to do something like that as soon as we get rockets online. But for now, yeah, my rockets are going to be here. So I'll have to move this stuff over in time. Or maybe scenarios, says Sebastian. They already have some mechanics and countdowns for PvP, and maybe they can apply globally. You are neat and cool, Ethan, says Uther. Thank you, Uther. Appreciate that. I try to be neat and cool as much as I can. Speaking of cool, let's see how our base is doing. I haven't checked that in a long time. Very, very hot here, which kind of makes sense because I don't have insulated liquid piping for my my water, which I probably should. Just kind of go like that. My water is very, very hot, and I haven't ever like thought of cooling it down just because, well, this cooling loop is doing its work, so not too upset at that situation. Okay, my duplicates are just standing around, so I gotta keep them busy here. I'm getting getting too distracted here. Let's keep going over here. Again, I don't want to have all this water fall on here just yet. So I'm not going to dig into here fully. I just want to get some of this area exposed. Actually, we can get some fun stuff out of here as well. So rummage and inspect. Rummage and inspect. So more data banks is always good. And then we can start basically, let's put all these on 7. I always mess that up. And then we'll do like a real scaffolding setup. None of this half-assed getting my duplicates stuck all the time set up like I always do. The polluted oxygen and the water are why I don't play swamp starts. They drive me crazy. Yeah, for sure. The Terra asteroid that's my biggest gripe with the Terra asteroid is that there's always a swampy area right where you want to expand, and it's very, very, very annoying to get into the like, not that germs are like a huge problem anyways, but I just don't like having them around. You know what I mean? I'd rather not have germs at all. Oh, one thing that I should do, since we have the range now, and that's kind of the permanent location of the range, is obviously get some natural gas in here. I guess we'll just go straight down for now. Oh, what am I using to make this? I think I'm using like shale or something silly. Let's just remake this again. Remake this out of igneous rock probably is the best thing. Yeah, I guess we'll go straight down and then kind of like that. That will unlock. It will unlock Surf and Turf, and it will unlock Stuffed Berry. Stuffed Berry not so much yet because we don't have pincher pepper plants, but we have hot water, so we could definitely make them. Just one sec, I have to replace the battery. See ya, Uther. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Have yourself a great rest of your day or night. I missed a whole bunch of other messages though. I just saw Uther's come up on the screen right here. Let's see here. And the slugs giving me random hydrogen pockets. Yeah, the slugs were fun to play with, and they're like actually super OP. But the hydrogen was kind of annoying. I still have hydrogen from the slugs left over. So, anyways, it was. I'm sure I could bring them back if I wanted to. Just right now, I'm just so much more comfortable being on a steady source of power like natural gas or hydrogen or whatever than having to like feed the slug. Like, so this is kind of my philosophy in the whole game itself, and it's a lot of the reasons why I don't always try a whole bunch of new builds unless people recommend it directly is I like to use things that require the least amount of materials possible. So like, you know, if I want to make power with hydrogen, I literally just need hydrogen. If I want to make power with natural gas, I literally just need natural gas. And then so with the plugs, like I said, I'm not hating on the plugs. They were a lot of fun at the start. But then I need a sustainable source of metal, and then I need to have like probably multiple rooms with batteries. And there's just like more layers to it than just having like one smart battery. I don't even know where this is. Oh, it's right here. Which I should probably mop up because I don't know what's going on here. So I like to do things as often as possible the simplest way, even if it's not like the meta way, let's say, to play. Not always the best solution. But I'm slowly and surely getting out of my comfort zone the more I play. Let's see. One of the reasons that I like the swampy start, says Jim. I mean, the polluted oxygen wasn't too bad on this one because it was just kind of everywhere, and you just had to sort of deal with it. My issue is I'm pretty sure this is kind of the same thing as Charlie's issue, is when you start having these pockets infiltrate your base that you didn't expect. Like this thing here is kind of annoying. You know, kind of. I have some more polluted oxygen in random areas. I think that's, to me, is the most annoying when you have these pockets of gases starting to build up that you didn't account for. And there's a lot on this one because there's still a lot of remnants of polluted dirt and all this stuff all over the asteroid that I haven't cleaned out yet. Slugs are free power. They are free power. Yeah, they are. They are pretty good in that sense. So, like I said, I'm not trying to be a slug hater here. We're not about that. We're just trying to keep things as simple as possible. And do you think jet suits are worth the hassle? Yeah, I think so. I mean, again, they're kind of more of a niche thing, but they are definitely worth it since the update. Like when I tested them in sandbox mode, it was like orders of magnitude better used than it was before the quality of life update. It is so much better to use, so much easier on your PC. Like it just works. It works fine. It does still provide a little bit of lag, but for the most part, it just works. William says you have to stock up on goods before your PM retaliate. Esca won't fit in your stomach. Well, luckily the Esca's made in Quebec, so they can tear up the water all they want. What PC specs are you rocking at the moment? It's a 6800 XT graphics card. The CPU, I always get this one wrong, but I'm sure you'll kind of know what I'm talking about if it's like the 5600 ReDX or something. One of those things. Oh, so I just cut up with the chat now. Uther says, "Oh, you are back. Nice. Thought you were leaving. No worries, Uther. I thought you were leaving." Hey, Sean, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Glad you could make it. Let me just do a quick recap for those of you who've just joined, such as Sean and some others. So we've been alive for about an hour. I'll keep going for another hour, hour and a half-ish. So far we have a Paku farm. It seems to be running okay, but we'll know in the long run if it continues to run okay or not. I'm trying to limit the Pakus to, like right now they're all cramped, so I have to do a lot of work. Actually, I could probably just, kind of evolve them as they are to kind of get them to the population that I want. But basically, we have a Paku farm. We have the sorting available for it, and I'll just quickly go over how I did this. It's really easy. I have a video on this, I think. If not, I will make one, but I'm trying to control the population by only replenishing, taking out all the eggs and only replenishing the eggs when the population drops below a predetermined amount, which in this case is 6. If it's below 6, we send a green signal into this AND gate, and subsequently we send the green signal from the bottom sensor, which is checking if there's already an egg present. If there's not, green signal, and then green signal from the top critter sensor if the population is below the selected amount. From there, we send the green signal into a second AND gate, and the second AND gate is also checking for a Paku egg on the conveyor rail. So everything gets sucked up by here. And if all those green conditions are met, then we send that Paku egg back up into this conveyor chute, and it drops onto this mesh tile. And then once it hatches, this guy can go wherever he wants, and then the door blocks the auto sweeper from picking that egg back up and sending it into the loop. And then we're sorting for what is this? Then we're sorting for eggshells and polluted dirt, which for the time being is all getting sent to here, but that will be changed in time. Everything else goes into the old kitchen, which is kind of a horrible place to put everything because there's a lot of crap here. This used to be the storage area for like my entire base early on, so there's a lot of garbage. I can probably just simply go like this and have my duplicates work on it for the rest of the stream. But eventually we'll have the Paku eggs going into this kitchen. So that's kind of where I want. Well, actually, not the Paku eggs. The Paku. I haven't decided how I'm going to turn the Paku eggs into fillets yet. That's kind of what's going on. Flydos eat all the frame rate for me. I love them though. Haven't used Flydos too much because of that issue that I used to get with the jetpacks as well. So maybe it's something to consider implementing in this playthrough. Jim says haven't had issues with them since the November update. Personally, I might try them out. My Pakus eat so much seeds. So yeah, I think they eat 1 seed per cycle. Maybe someone can correct me if I'm wrong on that. But basically, the way you want to limit how much seeds that they eat, if that is correct, 1 seed per cycle, is by limiting their population. And that's why we don't want them to be at max capacity here. I want maybe 5 max. So that's why I only send the green signal if it's below 6. So 5 would be like my population of this farm. I range Pakus with Seacum together. They eat the leaves and polluted dirt, fertilize the Seacums, evens out over time. Do I have any? Because I think Jim mentioned that, or somebody mentioned that last episode. I do have a Seacum seed. Oh, it's right here. Perfect. So I might put that in there. I used this on the last playthrough, but I can't for the life of me remember what I need here. The polluted water, which is fine. Polluted dirt, which is okay. Perfect. So I might be able to put them in here. Maybe I'll put it in here because I need to get rid of that air pocket anyways. So let's put in... Let's put that in. Actually, I don't want that out of cobalt. Make it out of gold amalgam. Maybe my current colony just has too many critters. Flydos are my favorite thing, mostly for the vibes. Hell yeah, I like that. That's the best way to play. If you're playing for the vibes, then that's awesome. Not okay. I don't want to like alienate everyone. It's not the best. It's whatever method you think is the most fun is what I encourage to be the best way. Cancel all this stuff. Cancel all that. Whatever makes your playthrough the most fun is what matters the most. You need to fertilize the secum in order to be theoretically even on the polluted dirt. Oh, I got you. Okay. Well, maybe it'll be just a supplement to my current setup. But anyways, it should be. Why can't I plant? Oh, because I have this stuff in the way. Okay, that's okay. I don't need that there. I can get rid of that. I don't even know why I have two. To be honest, I think it was part of the. It's not even doing anything. Actually, I could probably just move this over. Yeah, probably just put it here. And then have to maintain the critter feeder. Put this here for the time being. Destroy all this. Kind of like that. But yeah, maybe that'd be fun to take advantage of the secums. I'm currently playing partially in sandbox and partially on regular. Hey, elusive traveler, what's up? Oh, by the way, hello and welcome, Roozle Doozle. Thank you for showing up today. Appreciate it, everyone. Oh, for if you weren't here in the beginning of the stream, the channel hit 4,000 subs today. So just want to say again, thank you to all of you guys for your support. Really appreciate you guys hanging out with me and watching my videos. And I always get such amazing feedback. So I'm really, really appreciative of all the support and all the subscribers. So thank you, everyone. It means a lot to me that people enjoy the content. So let's catch up here. Charlie says, Iricia Gaming has a Secum Paku design and an optional modular to ranch Jabo on top. So I'm not very familiar with the Secum plant, so it's something that I'm still playing around. So I might go and watch that. I'm currently playing binding dupes only. It's crazy. Charlie says, yeah, your views went up so quickly. I remember when you first started making guides. Good stuff. Thank you, Charlie. Appreciate it. Yeah, they did. Like, I'm super thankful that the algorithm has given my videos to you guys and that you guys have actually watched it and enjoyed, because those two things work together. Like, watch time is like the most important thing on YouTube. So you can have as many views as you want, but if there's no watch time, then the algorithm doesn't like the algorithm thinks that you don't like the video. So it works hand in hand. The algorithm has to like it, and then the viewers have to like it. So I'm just super thankful that I got not only lucky, but that people actually enjoy. So it's it's just very, very thankful. I'll just end it there. Margaret, hey Margaret, what's up? Margaret asks, is steam turbine aqua tuner the only way to cool oxygen from a SPOM? Yeah, like William said, or any cool liquid will also do, but the steam turbine aqua tuner is certainly the most efficient way. You can't really beat just how powerful polluted water is by cooling oxygen. Now you could put some Weezworts in here. That would absolutely work. But it's not instantaneous like polluted water. Like if I had sandbox mode enabled, I would show you. But if you put in like 100-degree oxygen here, it will almost instantly cool back down to 20 degrees because that's just how powerful the polluted water is. So it's with Weezworts, that would take obviously a little bit more time, and you probably wouldn't get there as quickly. Polluted water, other sources of water, like William was saying, you could certainly use very cold water, like this 11-degree water from this pool. You could pump this through your SPOM as well, and then keep recirculating it until you use up all the cooling properties of it, and then you can discard it. So there's a lot of different ways, but those are a little bit more non-permanent, versus a steam turbine aqua tuner will pretty much handle it for the rest of the game. And it's actually so powerful that you probably want to use it to cool other things, not just your oxygen. So I have, because my water is very warm in this playthrough and I'm not actively cooling it like I normally would, I have my polluted water that's cooling my Hydra, also cooling all my Bristle Blossoms. So you can see it's keeping everything cool. It's counteracting the very hot water that's coming through these piping, which I can actually delete now. I don't need that activated anymore. Okay, let's keep going here. So now I should be able to plant the Seacum seed. Still can't plant it. Oh, this thing it hasn't been destroyed yet. Okay, so I have to just kind of speed that up. Okay, yeah, these guys are still crowded, so I think I'm gonna have to relocate them to here. I don't need all of them, obviously. Okay, there we go. Now I should be able to plant that. Perfect. And then we'll get a little bit of extra. Oh no, liquid intake. I don't think I need a liquid intake for that. So just let it do its thing. Let's see what it needs. Atmosphere, which is good. Body temperature, 18 degrees. Rads, whatever. And then fertilization. What's the fertilization ratio? Let's see. Oh, polluted dirt, right. That's what the chat was just talking about. I already forgot. Foamy, hey, what's up, Foamy? Man, you're just zooming through those cycles. I did play about, I would say, 3 to 5 cycles offline just before the stream, just to kind of tinker around with the Paku farm, because when I did my blueprint overlay, I overlaid multiple Paku farms on top of each other, so I fixed that, and I just fixed a couple of... I moved some power wires around and stuff. It wasn't anything significant, but yeah, so... And I also generally don't like to pause on stream. Like, I know personally, if I was not on stream, I would always pause, and I'd be like, let's design a build, and I use the planner now a lot off stream. But I try to keep things going for just to keep the stream moving, right? Just to keep the content flowing. So, okay, so let's make sure this is working correctly. I will eventually have to, yeah, the meat. There should be meat going in here. You know what? Maybe for the time being, we're not gonna put it in whole. Anyways, it should be meat. We'll sort all that stuff out as well. It's the best way. Rizzle says it's the best way for sure in response to Margaret. Same for cooling other things. Otherwise, if you have a cool slush geyser or brine, it will go through this. Yeah, that's a good one too. Cool slush will definitely work. We are lucky you started making videos. Thank you, Ether. Appreciate that. I am lucky to have you guys here. So, like, again, it all works both ways, right? You guys enjoy the videos. I enjoy making the videos. So it's a great thing. Foamy says steam turbines are generally just all-purpose cooling device. Yep, for sure. I don't have any cool slush in my base, says Margaret. Even if you have something that's like a polluted water geyser that makes the 30-degree polluted water, you could even use that. Like, it won't cool your spawn down as much as like a cool slush will, but it's still cooling if your oxygen is coming out at 47 degrees, which is what the hydrogen is here. It will still cool it down to 30. So might be something to look at to see if there's other sources of cool water that's going to do an adequate job. I should put these on high alert because my duplicates are still doing this thing probably, where they're just they're sweeping. I mean, they're busy somewhere because now they're not. They just went not busy. Yeah, let's also deconstruct the buildings here and finally start getting rid of these. And then we have the kitchen complete. And then we just have a big void of space here. I'm not sure what I want to do with this yet. I could probably do pinch of pepper plants. That would be really easy considering the amount of polluted water that I have. And I could probably warm it up because I have a lot of this water coming in. So I could use that here, actually. That would not be the worst thing. The only problem is I would have to put them against these hydroponic farms because they aim downwards, right? But what else do they need? They need phosphorite, I think, right? I haven't made them in so long. Stuffed berry, which needs pinch of pepper plants. That's what I was talking about. I might have said something else, but this is what I was referring to. See, this is where is it? There it is. So this needs 35 degrees minimum, which is fine. We can achieve that with our water. And then it needs polluted water, which we have, and phosphorite, which I'm pretty sure we have a whole bunch of as well, because we're on the Drecos. So it might be something worth looking at. Maybe we can do that here. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Let's make this area into a pinch of pepper plant farm. And that will help cool this water, I think, slightly by letting it get hot in here instead. So we'll do that. Let's go ahead and build some. I generally don't like having very hot things in my base like this, but maybe ceramic might be the best option here. I don't know yet. Let's just see how it works. I might regret this. I'm already regretting it. Yeah, because this thing's in the way. I can't do it. I don't think it's gonna work. All right. Well, forget that then. Maybe it will work if I move. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna catch up with the chat. You probably don't need oxygen cooling right away, to be honest, especially if you're only using your first Atmos suits. That's true also, Ruzadul, so you don't need it right away. But if they're trying to get ahead of it and just make a build or something, I don't blame them for trying. Foamy says, Rimworld playthrough, I want hot O2, thanks. Yeah, there you go. At least for the first 100 cycles or so. Yeah, no, I agree though. I agree with Ruzadul. You don't have to cool it down. In fact, you could probably keep it even around 40 degrees. Like, what's the hot... When did they get sweaty, the duplicates? I think it's like 40 degrees or something, or 45. So you could run it for a very, very long time without consequence, as long as you're not on bristle blossoms or something that you need to cool. Now, I think, personally, I like to try to cool it as soon as possible, so it helps to cool my base, but yeah, it's one of those things where you can kind of do whatever you like. If that's a build that you want to work on, then perfect. I don't even... What's this doing? Holy smokes, we're still taking out polluted dirt here. Okay, these guys are crowded. I should get rid of a couple more. Let's just pick up a couple here and then get them in there. And then I can keep cleaning up my base as I try to catch up with everyone. Let's go, let's go. Okay, get rid of that. I don't need all these buildings. We'll keep that for now. I don't think I need that. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. All right, things are starting to look pretty good. I don't know what to do with this space yet. I think I might do some transformers in here. Right now they're under here, which is fine. I can definitely start doing some more statues. Where's the statues? Where are they? I can do metal statues now because we have a gold volcano, so I don't care how much gold we use. Now, I regrettably I can't put them at the front of the bedrooms, which I normally do. Maybe we'll put I'll put that big sculpture thing in there. That'll be cool. Um, one by the kitchen, I think. Probably a good idea. Margaret says need to make oxygen, but worried about heating the base. I would just go for it, Margaret. Just make your oxygen, and then worry about cooling it after, because oxygen is obviously it's very important for you to make, right? Otherwise, like if you're not making oxygen, then your base will eventually die once you don't have any more algae. I would just go for it. I'm gonna put this here. And then just sort of worry about the cooling after. Hey, Phil, what's up? You're late. No worries, Phil. Glad you could be here. Pikachu face. Jim says if 10-degree water hits 70 O2, the O2 will drop. Yeah, it will drop really quick. So Jim has got a good point. It's something that I mentioned as well. Like, you don't need a lot of cooling power to cool the oxygen. It's very, very easy to cool it. So I really wouldn't worry too much about it. You can easily course correct if you need to. Oh wait, I don't need that. I don't need that in there. You can easily course correct to fix that, Margaret. I do need it to go here though, because I'm gonna have power here, but I just want these two lines to be separate. So hopefully my duplicates can get up there. I don't think they can. We'll have to build some. Actually, I can probably. Well, here, let me just get my duplicates doing something, and I'll catch up again. Oh, our water's almost done. That's perfect. So we're gonna have to change how our oil infrastructure is working, and just. Oh no! How did the water get in here? There's no way. Okay, it's not. I'm not gonna count that because it's hardly even. You can't even tell there's water there. Right? You guys can't tell. Let's see here. Elusive Traveler said. Oh, sorry, I missed a message from Jack. Hey, Jack, what's up? 300 hours, and one of the most difficult things was actually making a sleet wheat farm. I made a dedicated aquatuner combo, and I need to do the math for Weezewart's the sleet ratio. Yeah, that's quite the undertaking. The sleet wheat's always difficult because the cooling is so low, but you need to put in, what does it need for it needs like dirt, I think. Sleet wheat. I think it needs dirt and water. That's the hardest part, is because so when I made my sleet wheat tutorial, I wasn't a sleet wheat farm exactly. I think it was making berry sludge. Yeah, I was making berry sludge. It's called like the best food and oxygen not included or something. But basically, I made a working farm. It's actually still working on my Sandbox Asteroid. It works just fine. But it was super hard to set up initially because you have to keep the sleet wheat below 5 degrees Celsius, but then the water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. So you have to find that perfect range to keep the temperature at. And then, of course, the dirt, you can cool down the dirt as well before it goes into the sleet wheat farm. And that will also contribute some cooling to it. But it's very easy to freeze the water, which is like the most difficult part of the whole thing. Nice, I'll take the grilling booster. Oh yeah, that's a great undertaking. Congrats on working on that. Okay, so let's keep going with this. We'll open up more of these areas. Yeah, we'll kind of just go along here, I suppose. Gotta get rid of all that. Go all the way to the bottom. Just try to get everything here taken care of. There's only one area that I don't want to open up right now, and that's that. But one day we'll play around with that. I don't think there's any volcanoes in here that I might accidentally get into. Doesn't look like it. So we'll just leave that for now. Oh, I shouldn't be using sedimentary rock for this. Let me just rebuild all that. Should be using something like sandstone. And you just go in here like so. There's that thing that I'm trying to avoid. Go all the way to the bottom. That's probably too... I probably could have made more of a gap there, but that's okay. We're not really trying to min-max this. We're just trying to dig stuff out. Now I'll do the smart thing again and put this on 7. And then my duplicants hopefully won't get stuck. Here's knock on wood. Holy smokes, I'm way behind on the chat. Let's see here. I was going to tell... Okay, Elusive Traveler says, I was going to tell you, since TikTok is so much more strict on what you can say, people say unalive over there. Just another option for evolving. Thanks. That's a good one, Elusive Traveler. I am not a TikTok person at all, so I did not know that. I will try to incorporate that into my vocab. YouTube doesn't really care that much. Like, you just can't make it your whole theme to say it. And like, they don't even care if you swear, really. You can swear and everything's fine. As long as you're not like being excessive. And I just don't want to cross that realm ever. I don't want it to become a regular thing for me to say or think about saying, because it's gonna... Yeah, it's just not gonna work out well in the long run. But thank you for that, Elusive Traveler. Appreciate it. William says, Ethan, it should be meat coming in. Looking at the coal deliver. Yeah, I have so much coal now. Hey, we have some Paku place here. Why are you guys not cooking it? Oh, that's why. All right, okay, I'll take that L. I thought I'd copied all the things from before, but... Anyways, we can make surf and turf from here too, so that's really cool. So we got barbecue, gristleberry, Paku, filet. We'll be making the seafood now. Yeah, I agree with what everyone's saying, like Foamy and Jim and everyone else. You should really focus on... Really focus on... Oh, yeah, let me just make sure I'm putting all these things in. Really focus on getting the oxygen online and then cool it after. You'll be fine. The worst case, like Margaret, worst case, you can just put a... Watch this. I'll show you on stream. You could put a temp shift plate out of ice here. So if we put... Let's say we'll put it in... Well... Yeah, we'll put it in here. I'll just show you. I'll put it in this hydrogen. See if we can get that done quickly. And then this does really good at cooling your base down very, very quickly, or like cooling your oxygen. If your oxygen is 40, like right now it's 47-degree hydrogen, this will... Well, the ice is melting before it can, before it can even be built. There it goes. But this is like the temporary life hack to get some cooling. So once it does that, you can see that the hydrogen starts to get... Well, there's a lot of hydrogen here, so it's not working as well as possibly could. But it's very, very cold, and that will exchange temperature with the hydrogen over time. Like, it made this ladder pretty cold. If you have less of a mass built up, I think you should be a lot better. But kind of like that. Now let's mop this up. Mop this up so I don't have any problems. Thanks, guys, for the tips. It's really strict over there, so they probably can't because it has dead in it. Well, that's for the undone comment, I assume. Yeah, the Hydra... Oh, we just lost power for some reason. Must have had a high power spike somewhere. I have zero power left. So, not sure why, but we should put some solar panels up. I'm super scared of the Hydra. LOL. Hydra is, makes it super easy to cool because you have so much space here. Like, you can make this compartment as big as you want. and it'll be fine. I just realized that I need this in there. Let's see. We got a stone hatch I should put in here. And we are powered, so that's good. What did I want to do here? I basically just wanted to have automation going from this all the way up to the top. We'll do something like that. Yeah, that's fine. And then deconstruct this and this. I don't like that sticking out. Oh, what am I checking for here? It should be hatch. Stone hatch egg. Yeah, not hatch egg anymore. I want to be on stone hatch egg now. Okay, so that should be... Might have to get some ladders in here, but that should be all they need. Oops. Sorry, everyone. I'm just gonna build this and get caught up again. The Hydra's easier in most cases, says Jim. I kind of tend to agree at this point. I've done the Hydra enough now that I do think it has become pretty good. So the polluted dirt, let's sweep it for now, just so it's out of our base. So it's not making polluted oxygen. And then we'll automate it to come back in here. But for now, we'll just get rid of all this too. No, you know what? No, forget that. I don't have to be too particular. I just need the base clean in general. This is gonna be a nightmare. It's still taking out coal. Holy smokes. Or still taking out stuff from here. Wow. Anyways, as long as my duplicates are busy, that's kind of the most important thing for now. Again, let's not go in there. I don't want to have anything. Oh, we got petroleum. Okay, that's not bad. I will take the petroleum as something that I don't have to worry about. I'm just not too happy about the water. That's all right. I don't know how the water happened. I mean, it's such a small amount that I don't think I'm going to consider it to be actually water in here. What's this? Oh, that's the Joya. Yeah, if you build the Hydra, it's very difficult to justify, in my opinion, going back to the spawn, just because who is okay, that's you should be able to fix. Oh wow. All right. Yeah, I see where I made the mistake. Let's do this. Yes, I see you are trapped, Bert. I see that. How about you build these ladders so you can get out of here? Actually, I could probably just dig that out. There you go. Keep this intact, I guess. Oh, well, whatever. Yeah, so yeah, like I was saying, it's once you make the Hydra, it's just so like this Hydra here can sustain like 64 duplicates. Like I have half of it off right now. It's just an incredible amount of oxygen and power. Why are you taking so long, Higby? This should be relatively easy. By the way, so we did cool it a little bit to about 44 degrees with the water. Water's sort of heated up now, but so you can see just like this is there's a lot of mass. There's 700 kilograms of hydrogen gas here, but if you have a lot less oxygen buildup and you want to try to cool it down, the ice temp shift plate will do wonders. So still recommend it. How's our food going, by the way? Surf and turf now we have. Perfect. Hopefully that's being put away. That's not being put away. Make sure that's happening. Okay, and everything here is done. I could probably build what's it called? Probably build with some of the... Oh, I was gonna build the hanging rock in here. That'll look really sick. Hanging rock in there, and then build some trim. Oh, I don't want to build that trim if I don't have matching things for it. I'll just build the neutronomium. I thought I would have had some matching for it, but I guess not. Now I don't know, we'll probably put something in here in the future. Do I have to use oil and ethanol for the liquids? No, you can use anything. You can pretty much use anything except polluted water because it'll off gas. And like Jim is saying, yeah, ethanol is probably not the best one, but yeah, you can use. I'm using here regular water and salt water, or sorry, brine and water. See who I got from the printing pod? I'll take the snack fruit. I only want to take bionic duplicates from now on. So, oh, actually, that reminds me, I need the soldering station back. I guess this will be like my computer room because it's a nothing room right now, and I don't have computers set up, so make this into the computer room for now. Get this triage out of the way, and the air. That's not what I wanted. I don't know if they can get to that. Should be able to. Delete all this stuff. And then, yeah, we'll put the computers in there for the time being. Just to make things a little bit neater, and then we'll make an actual computer room, I think. Margaret says, you guys are making this seem achievable. It is, Margaret. You can do it. You can 100% do it. We believe in you. If you need like a more of a step-by-step visual guide, just check out my video on how to build a Hydra or a Spawn. I have videos on both. And I also have a video on comparing the Hydra to the Spawn. And it kind of gives you the pros and cons of it. Now, in that video, I did say that I think Spawns are generally easier for new players. But it doesn't take into account the trajectory that new players learn the game. Because everyone learns slightly differently, right? So if you learn how to do like put liquids on top of buildings and not have them overpressured, such as building infinite storage chambers or with electrolyzers and such, then it's really easy to do it after the fact. Like, you don't even have to make a Hydra this big. You can make it like 2 electrolyzers, and that'll support 16 duplicates. You can make it this big, provision for like a future build, and just turn half of it off, like I am here. Or you can turn more of them off, right? So there's a lot of different options. You can basically future-proof yourself with a Hydra, or you can just make a small one just to get you by. There's a lot of options. Versus a Spawn, you're sort of locked into more or less a design that just kind of works, but it's not going to work as well as just having a 2 electrolyzer Hydra. Like a Spawn, a full Rodriguez can support like 12 duplicates, maybe, I think, versus a 2 electrolyzers Hydra can support 16. So there's a huge difference in the amount of capabilities that you're getting out of it. Put that on high. Even the auto sweeper and the loader give heat. I was being greedy with the spacing and the utile. Yeah, everything basically gives heat. Everything that uses power, it's like in real life. Everything that takes power in real life also creates heat. That's just a consequence of using electricity. Even like the wires inside of your, this is kind of getting like off topic now, but even the wires inside of your walls will get hot if you're using a lot of electricity at a time. So everything, likewise with the game and in real life, everything that uses power creates heat. Hey, Elusive Ocelot on Twitch. Hello. How's the colony? The colony's going pretty good. We have a lot of sweep errands and dig errands for my duplicants, so it's giving me some time to. Oh no! Oh no! We got a bunch of sour gas. I know how this happened. I think this area was very very hot. It was like a very hot geode or something that I dug into, and it's not ideal. Not ideal. I don't think I hit any magma anywhere. Let's see. It wouldn't be here. No, it was. Oh no, it was this. Yeah, 200 and something degrees. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. I guess we have some sour gas that we're gonna have to deal with, but that's all right. it's whatever. Let's just stop digging for now. So I don't know. It'll just kind of sit there for a bit. Everything else is going good. I mean, it's not a huge problem, to be honest, because we're storing oil here anyways. So all this extra oil is kind of like oil that I have to mine. I actually don't mind the color of sour gas, to be honest with you. It's just going to create a lot of heat now and possibly melt more ice, which is really annoying. But it should be okay to not drip into my oil biome. Should be okay, but I say that about a lot of things. Jim says to William, I thought the Wii Words don't put on enough rats for I don't know how to say that. Exuberant. Yeah, I love the Hydra. Rodriguez is too finicky for me, but the best designs, I think, if you submerge the electrolyzers. Yeah, for sure. The Hydra, the Spam is good if you're just trying to copy a build without too much of a headache. Like if you just want to throw stuff together and have it work, it's gonna work. It's in that sense, I think it's new player friendly. But as soon as you figure out like how easy it is to move water around and to put specific amounts of water onto like an electrolyzer, it gets really easy after that. Slightly tedious, but easy. Oh my goodness, I'm so far behind on chat, guys. I'm so sorry. I don't think I've missed anything critical. I think so. I'm just gonna scroll a little bit through here. I think you guys are chatting about electrolyzers and all that. All right. So if I missed one of your messages that was like about the base or whatever, please feel free to message again. I hope I didn't miss any new chatters. I'm just so far behind. Jim says the Rodriguez really depends on a lot of factors on how many dupes it supports. That's a good point. Absolutely. Clogged CO2 pipes are more like the issue. My current map, I got a volcano right in between my oil wells. It's perfect. Oh, that is perfect. That is awesome, Ruzul. William says AFK. We'll be back. Yeah, I think this is okay. Not ideal, but it's whatever. I knew that was there too. I remember looking at it earlier on in the playthrough, like, oh, I got to be careful of that very hot area there, and I just went right through it. So it is what it is. It is what it is. I should probably put a lock. Oh, we got rid of all the water here. Nice. All right, now we can really start moving forward with this big project here. Let's start. I'm going to start by building. Probably by building up this. I mean, the Abyssalite's in the way, so that should be okay. I don't have to really worry about it. So maybe I'll just start digging down here, getting rid of all of this, having all of this fall. This is all mercury, though. I probably want to separate that before I start dealing with that. Let's put some tiles here. We'll just do a quick dig out. Actually, what I should have done is like this. Shale across, matches that. And then we'll dig this out. And then what I want to do is turn off these pumps, because now I don't have any oil production since these pumps are no longer working. I can get rid of the pump. I can get rid of the filter. Get rid of all this infrastructure. Get rid of that. And get rid of these 2 bridges. And then we can start sending water back down from the top, which will feed the which will feed the oil wells. So the only problem is that I have everything sort of integrated together right now. So I have to build more piping to send down to the bottom, which is not too big of a deal. But I'm going to steal the water from here. So this is already... So we'll do something like this. Disconnect here. And then we'll do that. Just send water all the way down, basically. And then probably what I want to start doing is utilizing some of this very cold water here by filtering it. And then once I filter this, I will send it into here, and it will help cool down the ambient temperature of this liquid, and hopefully eventually not have to worry about actively cooling my base. That's something that I should work on right now, actually. I think that would be a huge change for my colony. So I'll put some water sieves here, build some infrastructure for that, and yeah. Oh, we got some duplicants available. Let's see here. I guess we'll take the brisket. At least it's already cooked, right? So where's my kitchen's here. Perfect. Let's get this done so we can finally remove that. Open this up. Should open that up too. Okay, let's take a look at these hatch farms. Make sure they're all... I do have automatic notifiers in the hatch farms to let me know if there's any problems, but I still like to keep an eye on them. So these ones should be getting igneous rock. And then I don't want my duplicants filling these. I want everything coming from the conveyor receptacle. Take this out, take this out. I don't know if this is a mod or if this is like a standard feature in the game. I know I have a mod to disable manual use for a lot of buildings, but in this one in particular, I'm not sure if it's part of it. But I want basically the conveyor loader to do all this work. Oh, we have a smooth hatch. Sorry, buddy, I don't need you. Unfortunately, you're going to go into the pond. See you later. That's probably creating a problem. Probably creating a problem with these guys becoming over... Yeah, they're only satisfied because of that smooth hatch. And then these guys here, they're actually not doing well at all. Why is that? I'm supposed to be looking for only stone hatches, but I have all these regular hatches in here. So, all right, so we got to get rid of these regular hatches. This is slightly tedious, but this is seriously slowing down my barbecue production. So I gotta get them all. I gotta catch them all. Yeah, I only have 38,000 calories of barbecue right now. Well, this is slightly annoying. This auto sweeper just I don't know what it's trying to do there. Foamy says, I was switching my hatch farms from mechanized air doors to auto sweepers, and I forgot to install a sweeper and lost 30 cycles of production. Yeah, that was always such a bummer. It's so easy to like get distracted with your hatch farms and then have to go back and try to fix things. But yeah, we're gonna get some barbecue here now because there's 3 of them going in there. I like how the Drecos are just kind of stuck here. You know, ever since they made a power plant as a rube to override stables, vertical hatch seem more appealing. I've always liked them, so I don't know. I guess maybe I was just ahead of my time. Yeah, I do like the vertical. I think as I know it doesn't contribute to a lot to the duplicants, but I always found it to be more logical for them to not have to run very far to get to another stable, rather than having to shift different levels in your base or whatever. Yeah, and dupe gym, exactly. So that you can do a lot of things up here. I like to keep them open just because, you know, I'm just like that, but yeah, you could do storage up here. You could do gym. You could do a lot of different things. It's really, really helpful. How's the sour gas situation? I think, okay, I guess this is kind of blocking the sour gas from getting over there. But, oh, I forgot to connect this. But yeah, it's not ideal, but it's okay. Oil and petroleum together is not that big of a deal. Yeah, I need to work on this water sieve now. So what I kind of want to do, how big is the water sieve? I think it's 4 tiles, right? Yeah, 4. So I can fit 2 here, which would look pretty cool. I guess we'll use 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. And we'll deconstruct everything there. We have the ladders going strong. Basically just make this all the way to the bottom at this point. And then we'll build this over. And then we'll have to figure out all this stuff here. Like this, I don't think I need this anymore. Like this is shouldn't be sucking up anything but water. So I think I can bypass all of this nonsense that I have going on here and possibly just go straight into here. Yeah, we'll just go straight into here like that. That's fine. So we can delete all this. Actually, go delete all. Oh, actually, not electrical wires, though. I'll probably have to do this one at a time. Yeah, all this is just bypassed, I'm pretty sure. And then set this to 8 to kind of get it done. Foamy says, I can exactly fit my kitchen under the horizontal units, and you can build them with mech doors before you have sweepers. I usually put that's a good idea, actually. I usually put plants in the back of my half. That's not a bad idea either. You can have a couple farms. Charlie says, I hope Clay makes a sucrose plus sour gas product. Call it sweet sour. Oh, that'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? I like that. Destroy this. Destroy the automation. Don't need any of that. I don't need any of this either, I don't think. This is all a thing of the past now. Get rid of this here. This is just straight up water coming in. That's all we need. Perfect. And then this is, where's the, oh, this has to be intact, actually. This is the water coming from here. I believe this is looking for water. Yes. So if it's water, it goes through here like that. And all of this can go. So we'll get that kind of prioritized. I'd like to be able to finish that at some point on the stream. I'm going to keep going for another half an hour minimum because there's a whole bunch of people here, so I want to keep it going for you guys. But a half an hour minimum, and by that time I'll probably have to end the stream to go to work. But not go to work tonight, but like gotta get ready. I gotta sleep and then get ready for work for tomorrow. Charlie says, how do you make infinite storage for crude oil? Will gunk work? Yes. So gunk will work. There's two ways. You can use gunk, which I have going on here. If you don't have access to gunk, then the easiest thing is just to put the vents on the very top of the... Like, basically, you flip this around. So the vents are up here. And you put petroleum over top of those vents. So you kind of have to build it in reverse. You have to fill it with crude oil. And then as soon as the crude oil is at the top of your storage, you can place your vents down, leave these two tiles open, put petroleum on top, cover it up, and that will work too. But yeah, gunk is the way to go. Gunk is definitely the way to go. See how hot my base... my base shouldn't get too hot. This is actually cooling down fairly quickly here, but I guess I may as well dig all this out as well. And just maybe have it just sitting here for the time being. It's very, very hot, which is not the best thing ever, but it's all right. For some reason I don't have power here. Do I have... Okay, I see. This is just taking oil up to the top. Okay. Starting to forget what all these wires do. Or not wires, rather, but you know, the piping. Okay, make sure we got the right liquids in here still. Yes, it's still the right one. Okay. So this is now deleted. Gotta get rid of all this. It's in my way. Then I can make the water sieves here. Hey, how are you doing, Axeli? Thank you for joining. Or Axelius. Or I'm sorry, I'm super bad with names. I forgot. I forgot how I should be pronouncing your name. How are you doing? Welcome back to the stream. Appreciate you stopping by. Jim's. Hey, Harley, what's up? How are you tonight? Thank you for joining. You can also do gas at the top, but not with this design, says Jim. I think gunk might be a good option. It's a little bit better than oil. Yeah, I don't mind using gunk, but if you don't have it, you can... The alternative is... Wait, we'll do... Oh, the gas grass seed, actually. Hell yeah, let's take that. Okay, time for some sieves. Water sieves. No. Let's not make a boring sieve. Let's make a cool looking one. Okay, and now with the piping. So how much sand do I have, by the way? I probably have to keep an eye on my sand if I'm going to be... Like, I probably have enough for a long time. Yeah, I have 300 tons. But I will have to keep an eye on it in the long term. Okay, now I want to get polluted water from here. This is going to be... how should I do this? I think probably the best way is to just put the bridge on this side. Oops, I can't do that. Come down here, bridge. Come down this way. And then something like this. Then we'll delete this bridge. I don't really need that. Okay, so that's gonna be how that will work. Put another bridge. Oh, I need to put another bridge here. Harley says not much. Going to try another swing at Katamari. Oh, what a great game! We love Katamari. We heart Katamari. That is such an awesome. It's on sale on Steam right now, and I really want to buy it. But I do not have time to play. But what a fantastic game, honestly. Does Gasgrass still do nothing other than move food? Good question. Hey, thanks for the follow on Twitch, Demon Wisp. Appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. So it looks like it can be used for the plant husk. Oh yeah, that's a thing that we have now. I forgot about that. The plant husk. I have so much plant husk, and yeah, I guess it's just for. I guess that's mainly just for the moos. I like the husky moo. Jim says makes plant husk now, which has other uses, but it's not good at that. I either use a design that has 2 pumps, 2 vents per cell. It's 20 kilograms output input. If you want more, want to get more finicky, you can do extra waterfall. Demon Whoop says, "Wow, I caught a stream. Glad you could catch one. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys here. Lots of people here today. So thank you guys for all your support. Appreciate it. I'm gonna be on for another about 25 minutes, and then I have to end the stream to go to work for tomorrow. But if you guys want to catch the next stream, it'll be on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Basically the same start time as this stream was. Yeah, it's a lot of people here, so I'm just gonna keep going for the foreseeable couple minutes here. Destroy all that. Let the oxygen just kind of... I forgot that was a work in progress, but... That's good to know. I don't have a second one on Steam yet. Hey, you hit 4K? Yes, I did, Harley. Thank you for noticing. Yeah, I did hit 4K subs today. And just in case you weren't already here, thank you guys for all of your support and for subscribing, watching the videos, all that fun stuff. It really makes me happy that you guys like the content and I like making it. So thank you everyone for your support in the last year or so. I haven't even been making videos for a year, but it's gone by so fast. Which country are you from? I am from Canada. Okay, so this is actually... I just realized another problem I might have is hopefully this doesn't break my piping, because it has a little bit... Like, it can get hot here. It's probably going to do a lot of... It's very cold water that I'm sending in. -9 degrees. So, might have some problems with it breaking the piping in here. Well, I don't know. Let's just cross our fingers, right? I think that's the best way to play Ani, is just cross your fingers and hope that it works. Okay, we have some duplicates idle once again. I think it's about time we... Well, first of all, let's check on these. We have 10 critters here now. I don't know how we got 10. That's not really ideal. Like, yeah, why do we have 10 critters here? Like, who keeps putting 10 critters here? This should be picking up eggs, right? This is picking up eggs. Hatch egg, sage hatch, stone, yeah. So the eggs are getting cleared out. But for some reason, we have 10 now, so whatever. So what we should do is actually take out this hatch. Put the hatch in here. Take out this other hatch. There's 2 hatches in here, I think. And then take the stone hatch from here and put it in here. And then here we have 9 out of 9. But they are satisfied. So they have this, again, we have a stone hatchling. So we'll take a hatch out of here and put it in here. There we go. Now igneous rock has to be put in here so this thing can load it. And then over here as well. This we're making that transition now to stone hatches. And I have more secum seeds, so I can plant more. Oh, that's the wrong way. Plant more hydroponic farm tiles here. These guys are also crowded. I don't think this is working the way it should be. Something is not quite. Demon says, I just got back into Ani recently because of your videos. Remind me that it was rewarding to understand it. I'm so glad to hear that, Demon Wisp. Thank you so much for the kind words. Yeah, Ani is such a great game. It is honestly, like, I think it's one of my favorite games of all time. Oh, they are looping. Yeah, they were looping in here. You're right. This one has stopped looping now. Oh, because it's full. But yeah, this one's looping. It's kind of annoying. I forgot, like... You know what I should do? I should just drop it onto a tile. Like, the conveyor receptacle is just kind of annoying. There should be like a way to like not have them do that. It should be like just an outlet option. Is that automation? I forgot how I stopped this stuff from happening last time, because this was an issue before and I stopped it from doing that. I think it's probably because it was just full. Anyways, William says Ethan is from Canada, the one with the 100% terror. Can you show the overlay real quick? I want to see what's going on. The overlay for... Which overlay did you want to see? Oh, okay. Let me just hang on here. We got 9 out of 9, and they're happy. Okay, so this is good. This farm is now complete. This farm here, they're glum or gloom or whatever. There's 10 critters, so I need to take one out. Pretty sure that they're... let's put it in here. Pretty sure that will fix it on this side. And then over here, there's 9. So this will give us 10. But we can take out this hatch and put it here. Just like that. The priority on the storages. Sure. Yeah, I'm auto-sweeping the eggs. I'm already auto-sweeping the eggs. Dripping overlay. Those are the layers. Yeah, I should be sweeping the eggs on both. Let me just check. Or on all 3 rather. Hatch, sage, stone. Hatch, sage, stone, and hatch, sage, stone. Yeah, so I am, in fact, getting rid of all of that. So we have 9, 9, and we have 9. Okay, so the farms are good now. There's 9 in each. They are cramped, but they're happy. So that's okay. These guys are crowded and they're satisfied. Probably because, not sure why. I'll just take out one more. I don't want them in here anyway. I want stones. The stones we're gonna get quite quickly from there, so we'll just get that ready. Anyways, let's see. Let's see how this is working. Yeah, it's already breaking. It's kind of what I was thinking might happen. So what we have to do is kind of let it heat up a bit. So turn all this into regular, again, not sedimentary rock. Let's use, I guess we'll use shale. I have no other use for shale. And then this is, yeah, it's kind of annoying when the pipe starts to break, but I kind of figured that was going to be an issue. So we just have to let it warm up a bit as it gets there. I got so many mammoths from the printing pod, I ended up forcing a mammoth ranch, ended up with like 4 million barbecue from just 4 mammoths. That's awesome. Demon says, I don't know if I'm doing all that well, admittedly, but I've managed to survive to 1K cycles. I mean, that's really good. So I don't be so modest, Demon. That's doing really good. I'll take the mammoth egg. Yeah, we're gonna have this problem for a while until this water can get heated up from going through here. The problem is that the water is also like, temperature is also very cold, so it's not really gonna heat up all that much. Oh well. I have an auto sweeper. Put your rock from a bin into that initial loader instead of dupes manually loading it. I think that's what's the problem. Well, the duplicant should be loading it into here. So you think that's causing the issue? That might be it. See, they're loading the igneous rock into here, which I could just automate at this point, to be honest, because I'm getting most of it from here, I think. But I could also allow manual usage. And then it's just supposed to send it into the conveyor receptacle. See, now it stops. It's no longer looping now. I don't know why it just... I don't know why it stopped now, but it stopped, so... Whatever. Sometimes you just gotta let the Oni gods take care of the problem for yourself, and then... And then that's it. Okay, one thing I should make sure is that I'm not accepting anything but stone hatches here. I don't want I don't want anyone else but stone hatches everywhere. Bruzeldoozle says, I've never played up to 1K yet. That's a great achievement. But yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That is really good. I didn't realize until like 20 cycles ago that I was moving 90-degree water through non-insulated pipes, and that was a really dumb choice. I guess it depends. Like if, for instance, if you look at my my base is relatively like the temperature varies, but it's usually okay everywhere. And where I'm shipping the 90-degree water, it's in insulated pipes throughout where I'm trying to ship it to, particularly into my blossom farms. But if you're just transporting it from, let's say, the water storage area where it's very, very hot, like mine's 56 degrees now, into like a spom, you really don't have, and the spom is like or a hydra, and it's very, very far away. If you're heating up the exterior of your base, that usually doesn't really matter, because, like, for instance, I don't care if I have a very hot oil biome, right? Like, to me, it doesn't make a difference. Everything that I built here is going to be like steel anyways, kind of thing. So only if you're transporting it through your base, then that's when it's really going to be a problem, I think. Other than that, I don't usually worry too much about it. Also, I should probably have this come straight down. I think that'll look a lot better. Ruzeldoozle says, the loader can only hold so much. A storage bin holds more. It looked like you can have a storage... oh, yeah. Okay. I got what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So you're saying I should put some storage bins here, build the storage, and then instead of this. Gotcha. Yeah, because that's 20,000 kilograms, right? And this one's only 1,000. So I think I see where you're coming from. So in that case, I actually would rather have this at the bottom anyways, because I'm going to be getting most of my igneous rock from here. So I will have the storage and the loading. Everything is going to be down there. So let's build this. So it's built the way I want it to. And then we'll have the storage bins down here along with, like, as you suggested. I think that will work out beautifully. Okay, we'll just give ourselves a whole bunch of different ways to walk here. And then we'll put the auto sweeper here. But that is a good suggestion. I like that idea. So yeah, we'll put that here. Some storage bins and a conveyor rail. Sorry, a conveyor loader, rather. Actually, yeah, I could use storage bins. We'll use some storage bins. I was gonna say maybe we'll just have it on the bottom or whatever, but yeah, storage bins are cool, especially this kind. I can actually make this go like that and take this out. I get too sentimental about preserving cold biomes, so I insulate pipes everywhere on Rim for the vibes. Gotcha. Okay, gotcha, Charlie. Yeah, I'm sort of the same way. Like I want to keep some of these intact. Like you can see, I dig around them and all that stuff. I try to keep them intact just in case, but realistically, I think I could probably do without having to worry about all that. Building broken. This is broken again. How hot is this? Oh, it's chilling a little bit, but it's still very, very hot. I kind of wish I could run it through here to heat it up more. So, I think it might be worth it to have it converted all to regular piping. Because then maybe as it's getting processed, it'll generate some amount of heat that it can not break in or something. I don't know. The small problem with how I had the pipes was that they were going through the bottom level. Okay, I gotcha. For the rock that's already on the rails, you can also just hook that up directly if you're taking it to the site. You probably need more supplied by dupes, so a single storage bin would do. Well, I ended up making 5, so... or, yeah, 5. So that's all right. We'll keep the 5. We'll keep the 5. Like these like that, and then we'll have igneous rock here at a slightly higher priority. The auto sweeper can do its thing. Oh, I still have old wiring here. Holy smokes. How old is that? Some OG vintage wiring. William says, I'm thinking of playing Jim's map, but it will be the slowest play I ever do. Sometimes you gotta do that, one of those slow plays, William. Just gotta chill and have a nice slow game. Nice slow paced game. It's good for the soul. Good for the soul. Okay, this is working a lot better now, I feel like. Yeah, because as soon as the water comes out of here, it goes from -7 to -2. So there we go. This is still a little bit broken, but okay. It's all right. Besides which on Rim, it's useful to keep your toilets from freezing. That's probably true. I like demolishing them too much for some reason. The only one I can ever keep intact is the sleet weeds. I do like the sleet weeds being intact. Okay, so I think most of the stuff here is working the way it should. I still don't. Oh, you know what I need? I needed arbor trees. That's what I need to work on next episode. All right. So, okay. So what I need to do is build a bunch of natural tiles, which I think I might just. Like, I could build them all manually by using the manual airlock exploit, but I think it would be in my best interest to just get a mod and have my duplicates build it. Because I want to have pips, I want to have dirt. Like I know I have 600 tons of dirt, but I am using dirt now, I think, on the mealwood right now. I guess it's not even that much. But anyways, I want to have it be renewable. I also want to have dirt for something else. I don't know. There was a couple of things I needed dirt for. Oh yeah, for sleet wheats. That's what I was thinking of. Is this never gonna work? It's just always going to be break. How come this one doesn't break? This one's breaking. I don't know. I suppose what I could do. Anyways, I'll just kind of let my duplicates deal with that. I'm sure it's fine, or something. What's the source of the cold polluted water you have? It's from a geyser coming out cold. Maybe geotuners would heat it up. So yeah, I have a geyser here. I have 2 geysers up here. That's the source. I think if I just go along like here, it'll eventually balance itself out where it gets. I mean, I could even run it through a hot area. I think maybe when this goes dormant. Oh, there you go. It's dormant right now. That will help with my heat exchange to run it through there. So let's do that. Let's turn this on to max to get all the water out. It's dormant for there. Perfect. This is actually the perfect time to do this. So aluminum piping, and we'll just run it through here. And this will help cool down the water that comes out of here, and heat up the water that's coming from here. So it's kind of like a little heat exchange. Maybe we'll come in like this and then go through. Yeah, I think that's fine. We'll just do that. So something like that, and then I have to get my duplicates in here. I actually really wanted this vacuumed out anyway. So, well, I guess if I vacuum it out, then it's not going to exchange heat unless I have like tiles or something. So I'll just leave it. I really have to put this on suppress because you're stripping me out. Yeah, we'll take the pip. Okay, how's this doing? We got 9, 9, 6. All right, doing good. Okay, so we want this to be a liquid. Can I make this any more elegant? Like, do I have to do a liquid bridge here? I guess I could come straight out. But no, you know what? We'll just do it like that. No. I don't. No. We're not doing that. I don't like that at all. We're going to do this. And then delete this. Oops. No. Yeah, we'll just deconstruct these guys and then have this go boom, boom. There we go. That's how I like it. Then we should get a lot of cooling in here and also heating up this water just a tad. So hopefully it will kind of balance itself out over the long run to get me mildly cool water. If not, I'll just bypass it again. I'll just bypass this and then should work. Let's go ahead and close it back up before I forget. And then put this back up to, if it's above, we'll put 300. There we go. Everything seems to be working according to plan. I'll take this out for the time being, but I'll leave it intact just in case I want to reconfigure it. If this heats up my polluted water too much, then I don't think it will. I think if I keep the temperature in here cool enough, it will balance out at a certain... It'll find a happy medium, I think. Okay, so what else did I want to do here? This little trap is redundant. Delete the trap. And this is just polluted water being... I could just run this directly into here, so it's not being sorted, but maybe it's a good idea to keep that intact as well. See how these guys are doing? They're crowded. They are happy though. They're crowded but happy, but I have way too many of them. Is this not picking up things quickly enough? I think that might be the case. Why isn't it picking up my eggs? That's why. Let's see. Rizzo says, also, if you have a source of warm polluted water, you can combine the sources in a liquid reservoir and the temperature average out. So that's another option to think about. Certainly, yeah. That is a good point. So if you have the polluted water vent, I think it makes polluted water at plus 30 degrees. I think then you can have a situation where it averages out. I'm really annoyed that my duplicates can't get to that. Oh, that wasn't... Yeah, whatever. It's just gonna have to stay there, and I'll just have to be happy with it. There's no other way. Okay, let's see what else can we do before we end the stream. Yeah, we're already actually where I wanted to be, but I'll give it another 10 minutes, and then I have to go because I do have work tomorrow. So, yeah, maybe another 10 minutes or so, everyone. Thank you all for joining tonight. Next stream will be Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, and I should have a video out by then. So yeah, we'll kind of wind the stream down with talking about what I want to do in the next episode and all that. I think this was a really productive episode. Usually, I'm not very good at like doing a lot of random stuff on stream all at once. I lose focus too easily, but this was a really, really good one. I feel like there's a lot that happened that is good. So, well, what did we do? I got the Paku farm online. Got the hatches to be reliant on igneous rock, which is now actually this can be deleted now. Allow menu. You just get rid of whatever's left in there. All the igneous rock now is coming from here, and it's all being filled by. So the auto sweeper fills it to here, and the duplicates just fill it into there. Again, it is probably redundant to have 5, but I made 5, so whatever. It looks cool, not a big deal. And then the good news is a lot of this igneous rock that comes out of this volcano is also going to be cold because it's being cooled down by the steam. Oh, that's not good. I think we're glitching out. It's kind of stuck at 1400 degrees. I'll have to fix that. But basically, kind of annoying. I could just let it go through and see what happens. Actually, I'll do that. Let's see what happens if I just let that go through. I just don't want it to blow up my piping, because then it would be quite unfortunate. There we go. One time I did that, and the material was so hot that it made the polluted water off gas and break all the piping in here, which was super, super annoying. There we go. Just get all the hot material through, and then it should be okay. I don't know why it does that, but whatever. It's probably because there's a very hot rock sitting like right on it or something, but I don't know. Yeah, so that's good news now. We got the igneous rock situation figured out for my duplicates, or sorry, for my hatches. So we're going to be exclusively on barbecue now. I was going to build a pincher pepper plant farm here, but it didn't come to be. What I might do off stream, because this is kind of tedious and annoying, and I'll spend the whole stream doing it if I have a leak here. Where's this polluted water coming from? I swear this just happened out of nowhere. There's no possible way. Oh, there's pressure damage too. Oh, we created like an extra waterfall, I think, at some point. And maybe from the top here before I swept everything. I don't know. But yeah, there's a couple. And anyways, couple of things going on that I have to fix. So I think we'll just end it there. I don't know how we had we'll have one tile of so much liquid in there. Yeah, maybe we'll build a pincher pepper plant farm here, and that will allow us to build some stuffed berries. And I like doing pincher pepper plants; they're pretty easy. We'll see what our ending temperature is from the hot water here. Now that we're putting in cold water, and yeah, I think in the next episode we're either going to start working on a petroleum boiler, or I definitely want to get arbor trees set up. The arbor trees, maybe petroleum boiler. So I can go to space with the petroleum rockets, or we might just do space with carbon dioxide rockets just to get some stuff going. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So that'll be on Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Ruzel Doozle says, good stuff, good stream. Thank you, Ruzel Doozle. Appreciate it. Charlie says, I guess it's time to vacuum all the sour gas and make sulfur. Yeah, I mean, we could make sulfur and feed it to our Sweetles. That would be not a bad idea. Having said that, I do have some plans for a sour gas boiler. I might do a modular one because I have the ability to use the AETN to cool down the sour gas and turn it into sulfur and natural gas. So I could just integrate the AETN, or maybe get some space material first and do it that way. I don't know yet. But I didn't make one last episode or last playthrough, so I want to do it on this one. Yeah, lots of different directions we can go. But overall, I think the colony is in good shape. We have food. Well, food is a little bit iffy right now, but generally food is easy to boost when we have so many hatches. We'll get them all figured out. Oh yeah, the Sonomium synthesizer. Somnium synthesizer. I have trouble saying that too. That's another one I've been meaning to get online on this one. So maybe we'll go that direction on Thursday. Wednesday. I don't know. There's so many different things. I'm glad that today I had sort of like a trajectory that I wanted to do, because often I can get lost in doing too many little things at once and not focusing on one big thing. So this was a pretty productive stream, I think. We're making progress on this playthrough. Ever since I found out that you can put a conveyor meter automation into its own reset port to make metal or rock packets, smaller sizes for heat transfer, I've been using it on all my tamers. It's not a bad idea. I've never done that, but that kind of I see where you're coming from there. Colony is in great shape, says Uther. Yeah, it's doing pretty good. But yeah, if you guys are here on Twitch, and if just in case you're not followed, follow for more Ani gameplay. I stream 3 times a week, sometimes more, sometimes less, but usually it's 3 times a week. I play Ani, exclusively Ani, but I might venture out into other games in the future. If you're here on YouTube, if you could leave a like on the live stream, that would be much appreciated. That'll help get the live stream out to more people. It'll help more people join the community, and more people see it in their algorithm if they wanted to watch the VOD. That would be greatly appreciated as well. Other than that, yeah, I think we're gonna call it here, everyone. And again, thank you once more for the 4K subs on YouTube. We just crossed that today. So I'm super excited about the growth of the channel. It's just been amazing over the last, it hasn't even been a year. And it's, so just thank you to everyone who is so supportive and watches the content and is liking and commenting and doing all that stuff. That helps so much tremendously, like just to help grow the channel, right? So thank you to everyone who does that and who helps out. And all the people who have been subbed for many months. Like there's so many people here right now that that have been here since almost the beginning. So really appreciate that. What else did I want to say? I think that's it. Yeah, so Wednesday, 8 p.m. will be the next stream. and should be a video by tomorrow or Tuesday. Then I have like a series of videos coming up. So I have so many video ideas that I want to continue to make. So the content is definitely not going to stop this year. And I have other channel ideas as well. So like beyond Ani, not even related to gaming, but now that I've like sort of enjoyed let's say editing to an extent, I kind of wanted to start making anyways, I have just a lot of plans for videos. So but when all that stuff was into fruition, I'll let everyone know. But the Ani content is not going to stop. I have so much stuff I want to do. So Jim says, I just put volcano tamers on timers to max out the heat extraction. That's a good point as well. Good idea. Jim says, have a great rest of your night and day at work tomorrow. Thank you, Jim. Tomorrow's supposed to be super cold, so I'm not looking forward to it, but you know, someone's going to do it. I think it's supposed to be like minus 25 or something tomorrow. Let me check the... Okay, only minus 20 tomorrow, and the wind chill might make it feel like minus 25. So not as bad as Friday and Saturday. Saturday was minus 35. Like that was as low as it got. Jim says thanks for the stream. Good night, everyone. Sean says thanks for streaming. You are very welcome. Thank you to everyone again. And I'll go back and I'll say thank you to each one of you individually. Again, it's just sometimes I can't get to everyone because the chat cuts off at a certain point. But yeah, I'm gonna do that right now, and that's the end of the stream for tonight. So if you're heading out, thanks again for being here. Good night to everyone. Have a good start to your week, and I will see you back on Wednesday. So good night, Sean. Thank you for being here. Jim, thank you so much for being here as well. Uther, thank you for stopping by tonight. Charlie Kelly, appreciate it for all your support tonight. Thanks for being here. Ruzzle Doozle, thank you for being here as well. Thank you for your support. William, thank you for stopping by tonight. Foamy, thank you so much, Foamy, as well. Demon Wisps, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. And again, thank you to Agent Matt for the follow, Mr. Tuno, and Victor for the follows on Twitch as well today. Some of them were off stream, so just in case you guys watch the VOD, thank you so much. Let's see here, who else? Kid Cool, I might have missed your message. Kid Cool, priority on storages. Thank you for stopping by. X Ali, thank you for coming by as well. Harley Games, thank you for coming by tonight. Mamat26, Cleedy, I think it's Cleedy, Mamat26, thank you for stopping by as well. Let's see, who else was here? Lots of people were here. Holy smokes. Margaret, yeah, Margaret was here. Thank you so much, Margaret, for coming by. Elusive Ocelot and Elusive Traveler, both the elusives were here. And let's see, I think that's nearing the end of the. Phil was here on Twitch, and Jack on YouTube. Thank you so much, Jack and Phil. I think that might be it as far as I can go back. Oh, Chris Mag was here. Thank you so much, Chris Mag, for stopping by. Sebastian on YouTube, Agent Ma, and Capybara. That's as far as I can go back. Thanks again to everyone, and I will see you on Wednesday.